T was 5 a.m. The city was still asleep, wrapped in silence, broken only by the sound of a broom scraping against the pavement. Rashid pulled on his worn, stained sanitation uniform. The kind of uniform people noticed only so they could look away. Every morning, before the sun rose, he stepped onto empty streets with a broom in his hands and responsibility on his shoulders. At home, a sick mother waited, and a little daughter who believed her father could fix anything. Luxury cars passed him every day. Windows rolled up, eyes turned forward. To most people, Rashid was invisible, but not today. Across the street, a black luxury sedan slowed to a stop. Inside sat Daniel Carter, a well-known real estate investor on his way to a high-level meeting. He should have been checking emails. He should have been thinking about money. Instead, he was watching a street cleaner. Rashid paused his work near a bus stop where a homeless man lay shivering. Without hesitation, he opened his backpack, pulled out a bottle of water, and gently placed it beside him. Daniel frowned. That wasn't what he expected. A few minutes later, Rashid spotted a folded bill on the sidewalk. He picked it up and scanned the area until he saw an elderly man patting his pockets in panic. "Sir," Rashid called softly, handing him the money. "You dropped this." The old man smiled with relief. Rashid simply nodded and went back to sweeping. Daniel leaned forward in his seat. This man had almost nothing, yet he gave without thinking. As the morning turned into afternoon, the sun grew harsh. Rashid's movement slowed, sweat soaking through his uniform. When lunch came, he sat on the curb and pulled out 2 pieces of dry bread wrapped in paper. No complaints, no bitterness, just quiet acceptance. Daniel felt something tighten in his chest. All his life, people had treated him differently because of his suit, his watch, his car. But here was a man treated as less than human, who still chose to act with more humanity than anyone else. By evening, Rashid finished his shift and began walking home. That's when Daniel made a decision he hadn't planned. He stepped out of the car. "Excuse me," he called out. "So, could you wait a moment?" Rashid froze. His heart raced. People usually stopped him only to complain. He turned slowly, eyes cautious. "Yes?" he asked. Daniel looked at the dirty uniform, the tired face, and for the first time, he didn't see a worker. He saw a man with a pure heart, and this meeting was about to change both their lives. "Did I do something wrong?" Rashid asked quietly. Daniel shook his head. "No, I just wanted to talk." They stood there, 2 strangers from completely different worlds. "I've been watching you all day," Daniel said. "The way you treat people, it matters." Rashid looked confused. "I'm just doing my job, so..." Daniel smiled. "That's not all you're doing." He invited Rashid to sit at a nearby cafe. Rashid hesitated, glancing at his uniform. "I don't belong there," he said. Daniel replied firmly, "You belong anywhere you choose to sit." Over coffee, Rashid shared his story. His mother's medical bills, his daughter's school fees, his fear that one illness or missed paycheck could destroy everything. Daniel listened without interrupting. Then he reached into his jacket and placed an envelope on the table. "This is for you." Rashid opened it, and his hand began to shake. It was more money than he earned in months. "I can't take this," Rashid whispered, tears forming. "I didn't help anyone for money." Daniel leaned forward. "This isn't charity. It's respect." The next morning, Daniel called Rashid. He wasn't offering another envelope. He was offering a job, a supervisor position at one of his properties, health insurance, a stable income. "You see people," Daniel said. "That's the kind of person I want leading others." Weeks passed. Rashid's mother received proper treatment. His daughter walked into her school wearing a clean uniform and a bright smile. And Rashid? He still greeted everyone the same way, with kindness, with humility, because the uniform never defined him. This story isn't about money. It's about vision. Some people see dirt. Others see dignity. So the next time you pass someone in a uniform you don't respect, remember this. They saw a dirty uniform. He saw a pure heart.